Hi guys, just going to do a little bit of talking about helping to keep your aquarium on the cool side because of the hot weather. A lot of you probably already know this, but if you've got an aquarium and you've got these bottles laying around, put RO water in them, stick them in your freezer, and then you've got ice. And all you do with these things, you stick them in the sump. So I've got, as you can see, I've got a lot here, because my aquarium is about 1,100 litres. So I stuck one in, I stuck two in. It feels quite warm in there. So that's the temperature at the moment, 26.7. So normally it sits on about 26 degrees. So while I'm doing this, we may as well see how long it takes for the temperature to drop. It could take, I don't know, it could take an hour. But with this really terrible hot weather that we've been having, if you've got an aquarium, you need to keep it cool, because otherwise everything's going to die, basically. And then I've got all of these little ones here. Just stick them wherever you can put them, just to keep it all nice and cool. Make sure these are all sealed as well. So I'll just stick them absolutely everywhere, all in the sump, all over the place. And this is just emergency purposes. They're going to last probably, I don't know, probably about half an hour until they're all totally defrosted. But there they all are, all just sitting in there, sitting all around there. And then from there, it'll go into the return pump, and then it will make its way up to the main display tank, which is that. So these things, they'll bring it down a little bit, but not a lot, because it's got a, you know, the water, the volume is like 1,100 litres. So the thing that brings it down quite well is this. It's a little chiller unit that I got from my mum and dad. So it cost me nothing, because as I say, I got it from my mum and dad's. It blows out freezing cold air into the cabinet, just under here, hits all the water surface, and then this is where all the hot air goes out. Goes around there, up there and through the window. But I haven't got it on today, because it's not emergency. But yeah, we had the heat wave yesterday and the day before. It's a lot cooler in there, but everything seems to have survived. Nothing got peed off at all. Everything's looking all okay. He's having a soak up, but that's a normal thing for these sort of things, liver corals. Yeah, so my temperature actually got up to probably near 30 degrees in here. Probably 29.9, something like that. And thank God, you know, I had that big chiller machine to bring it down, because if I didn't bring it down, there would have been some serious trouble. Because, as I say, these little things, little ice packs, they're probably pretty good for a small aquarium. I'd say they're very good for a small aquarium. But from when it's a big aquarium, you know, they'll do something, but they're not going to do a great deal, because the volume's just too vast. So hopefully everyone had no mishaps over the hot period, and everything went alright, because it was bloody hot, very hot. So that thing there, that basically saved my aquarium. Kept everything almost cool. It struggled a little bit, but yeah, everything's looking cool. And then what I did as well is I haven't turned on the refugium light, because normally it does a 12-hour circuit. It does 12 hours on, 12 hours off, compared to the lights above for the refugium, for the Cheeto. I've left that off, totally turned it off, because with the weather you can't have it running, extra heat and everything. Things that you don't need to work, turn them off. I turned the UV off as well. That all got switched off, because who needs it at the moment? I certainly don't, not with the heat. So that was two items that I turned off to save on the heat. But yeah, these things are doing alright. It still feels warm in here, a bit cooler. But yeah, look, I'll show you how quick this defrosts. That was solid. That was a solid block of ice. And I've been talking about 5 minutes and it's nearly gone. What about this big bottle? Look, let's turn into water. You can see the air bubbles appearing, look. Oh my god. This is what I mean, big aquariums, this ain't much good. Look. That's got water in it now. Look. Air bubble. Yeah, so for your big aquariums, look, you know, they say use this sort of stuff. Nah, it don't work brilliantly. It don't bring it down quick enough. Don't bring it down quick enough. But these bottles, fill them up with RDI water. So if they do leak, it ain't going to leak out crap into the aquarium. But, you know, that's the temperature still. Hasn't moved. Hasn't moved at all. So it just shows ice packs for big aquariums don't work. You're going to need to invest in something like this. Little aquariums, I don't know, probably up to 350 litres, 400 litres. Something like that would probably help it a lot, bring it down very quickly. But with big aquariums, they stay cool for quite a long time, but then when they heat up, it takes a long time for them to cool down. That's what I've noticed. But you know, that's my little tips and tricks to keep your aquarium cool, depending on what size aquarium you've got. Big aquariums, get yourself one of these, or get yourself an inline chiller. But an inline chiller, depending on the size of the aquarium again, you may as well buy a chiller for your house and keep the air temperature cool in the house, because the amount of money they cost a chiller for a big aquarium like this, it's well over £1,000, £1,500. You may as well spend a little bit more and cool the whole house down. But for little aquariums, tiny aquariums, you can use a few of these. And all these water bottles, you can see I've just filled it up. Temperature still hasn't moved. Nearly been 10 minutes. But that's there it is. It's been a struggle, but we survived. We survived the heat wave. Well, thanks for watching, guys. All the best. Speak to you soon.